Okay, we are live again. Hello, Anna. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone. Hello.
Hello, Lucrezia. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hello to everyone, whatever time you are watching us at. Hello, 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 and welcome in another live together with amazing host Lucrezia and myself. And I hope you're going to have a good inspiration today and you will have some tips how to use leftovers from collection and working on art journal. So here we go.
Of course, because you are an amazing artist and an amazing teacher, so they will discover a lot of new tips and new techniques. Good evening from Australia. Hello, Irena. Hi.
Hello, Irena
Hello.
from Australia. Hello.
How are you today, Anna?
I'm good, thank you. It's been crazy busy week, I would say, but yeah, it's Friday, so we're coming to the end of this craziness, madness, and I'm here for you guys. So yes, it's all good, all good. How are yourself?
Perfect. I'm good as well. Hello, Cindy, Anita from Australia. Everyone is joining our live. Perfect. Before starting, as usual, don't forget to like and share this live if you want to win a fantastic pizza box. We are sending out to our artists the pizzas with a new collection and Christmas items. So you will see a lot of unboxing in this period. And if you want to join the unboxing family, share this live and you could win a beautiful pizza as well. And of course, don't forget to share your projects with us on our Stampers Worldwide group on Facebook. We love to see your works, how our friends inspired you. Hello, hello. Ah, we have Kasia. Ah, she wrote
Wow.
something.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Anita. Hello, Bernadetta. Hello from UK, Bernadetta. Hello, Kasia. Oh, dzień dobry. Greetings from
Ah,
Norway. Oh, hello. Thank you.
hello. And of course, in November, we will start a project called Around the World, and we will present you our clients during the live. These lives will be held in their mother tongue, in their native language, because we want to be as inclusive as possible, giving everyone the opportunity to be live and use their native language. So we will start from the 2nd of November with Dorota and Gina Duncan. And so the live will be in Spanish. I hope that you will enjoy this virtual huge trip around the world.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. So please don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to join and learn tips from the different artists, how they work and what information they sharing with you, because it's really amazing just to join this opportunity. And hello everyone. Hello Jill. Oh, you made it. So awesome. Thank you. Hello Betty from UK. Oh, amazing. Maria.
Perfect.
Oh, everyone. Hello. So amazing. So
Hello.
amazing you found the
So,
time to join us today. And
mhm, we are really
and
happy about
yes,
this. Today, what are we going to create?
what we're going to create, we're going to use leftovers from collection Atelier des Arts, amazing collection from Sarah Alcobendas. Uh, when you're working and creating different projects, you always end up with some strips with some leftovers. So it's always good to just chuck them into your art journal. And art journal is so relaxing. I know some of you freaking out how to start, what to do. So I will share tips, what I do, how I work, and I hope you will take these tips away and maybe create some art journal yourself, inspired by today's session. So let me bring the journal what I've created as a postcard. There we go. So that's the
Wow.
journal.
Oh, it's so cute, beautiful.
Yeah, we have some
Wow.
layers, we have texture, we have stamping, we have loads going on here. And
Mm-hmm.
it is pretty flat for your art journal. Now, if you want to create a little bit bulky, then you can layer and layer and layer. But remember, when you close your journal, obviously it will go a little bit bulky. So just remember that's the little tip for you. If you're working in a book, try to work out and make it pretty flat. So obviously it will not expand on your spine. But if you work on a single pages, then you can just create as many layers as you want, and then can probably connect them with, like, for example, I don't know, maybe stitch them together page by page or something like that. That's entirely up to you. So that's the
Perfect.
idea for you.
That's amazing. Perfect. Okay. I will play our intro as usual. And in the meanwhile, you can switch your camera and we will start creating together. See you in a while.
Okay.
Okay. Here we are.
Here we are. We are at my desk. Welcome in my crafty corner. Let me just say hello to all of my beautiful friends joining. Hello, Janet. Hello, Irina, Sandrine, Leonor. Hello, Margherita. Wow, so many of you. Anita, amazing. Thank you. Maria, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, everyone. So let's dive into it without any further ado. I'm working with a little book, a little journal book, which is 6x6. Now, this is a good size to start your art journaling journey if you haven't done so before. Why is it important to start with a small surface? Because it's not overwhelming. So you won't be freaking out thinking, oh, there's a big page, or what I need to do with this. What do I start with? And things like that. But if you start with a small surface, you're not going to be feeling overwhelmed, and it will be easier for you to start your creation, start your elements to build up the composition and layers. Okay.
Perfect.
Hello, Trudy from Australia. Hello. So what I will do, I will start with leftovers. So I've got some leftover with rice paper. I have some a little elements from the pages what I've been cutting out for the different projects. So I've got plenty elements which I will be using. I've got few titles which I will leave it on site because that's what I will be using at the end. And I have some elements as well which I've cut out from this amazing collection. So I will use all this to build my layers and composition. And we are just about to start. So what you will be doing to start with, firstly, we can maybe start sticking something in the middle of our journal. So when we will be working with different colors and mediums, they won't be seeping through your pages and the other pages won't get damaged. So it's always good to just protect the center of your journal by putting maybe like a rice paper or even strips of paper, so then you know it will be protected. Obviously it might seep a little bit through, but it will not damage your pages directly. So it will be just a little bit of a protection that way. Okay, so we're gonna start adhering all the pieces with craft glue. That's a good adhesive and it's in a liquid consistency, so it's really good to have something like this on hand because you can just apply a little bit and just spread it around. So there we go.
Great.
It's good to use craft glue with a white brush. Then you don't have to just, keep going over and over in one place. And it will give you the confidence of putting the glue into the quite wide of surface. So you will not just be going and creating strokes with your brush, for example. Okay, so we've got different pieces here. So we can just start building our layers. So maybe this large one goes on this side, like so. This one next to it, like that. Now you don't have to be super precise with building layers on your journal. This is just a point to start, just to break this fear of the white page what you have in front of you. So if you stick few pieces together, that is a good point to start. Okay.
Perfect.
Now you can create your layers in, for example, different directions. So instead of working horizontally or vertical way, then you can just mix it together to be like a little bit like that, and you can stick the pieces, for example, one on another, any extra object. Stick them together. Some of you may think, well, what's the plan? What's the idea of this? The idea is just to use your imagination, just to relax and enjoy the process. You don't have to be super talented to create art journal. We all started somewhere. We all learn from something, from someone. And this is a good point, just to use leftovers, just tackle them together, and then you've got something what you will be taking further to work on. There we go. So you see how simple, how quick it is, really, really quick. Okay. So next step, what I need to do, I need to dry this a little bit, because obviously when I will be working on further on my pages, I don't want to just drag the glue all over my pages. I want this to be dry, and then I will take it to the next step. So I'm just gonna put my heat gun on and just gonna give a quick blow to it.
With some comments. Hello, everyone. Hello, Olia from Greece. And then Selena. Hello, good morning. Mommy Artie. Anna, I'm finally here. I've liked, subscribed, and shared. Yes, thank you so much, Mommy Artie. Hello. Hello, everyone who's joining. We have people from Poland today, like everyone from all over the world. In the meanwhile, I will also tell you that the 10th of December, we will have our marathon, our Christmas marathon, and we are still organizing our slots, but we will publish everything, all the scheduling of the marathon with all the artists that will take part in it. So just follow us to be updated. And here we are.
Just want to say hello to everyone who's just joined me. Hello from Scotland. Cześć Kasiu, dzień dobry, witaj. Hello Ola, Hobby Time, Scotland. Hello everyone. Hello from Portugal. Hello Maria. Thank you so much for joining us today. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, when you're creating some layers on your pages, now you have to figure out where you want your composition to go. So I personally like to just start and build my composition on corners. Now you can go on, for example, mirror reflection, so one bottom corners. You can, for example, go bottom and top corner, for example, like this or like that, or start working from the center. Depends what you're going for. You've got different tips how to start. So for example, today I will be working on this two corners mirror reflection, one and another. And primer, because I will be applying different mediums on top by creating different colors, adding extra colors to my pages. I need to have some tooth, then my colors will be able to mix together nicely. They will not be just sitting in one place, as I will be able to move them around. So always use gesso for that. That's a tip for you. If you don't want to just create a blob, gesso will help you to move your different colors around. Okay, so remember to use your gesso. And of course, we will be using gesso from Stamperia. All the codes for the products I'm using today will be listed in the description box below the video if you're watching us on YouTube. And if you have any specific request for the codes, just give us a shout, and Lucrezia will post them in the comments for you.
Of course,
Okay.
I will read.
So what I like to do with my gesso, I'd like to dilute them with a little bit of water. Now, because my gesso is really thick, and if I apply directly my gesso on my pieces, on my elements, it will cover the design. But I want the design from underneath peeking through. So that's the purpose I'm diluting the gesso. So that's another tip for you to take away. If you dilute your gesso with water, you will be able to see what's underneath of your pages. There we go.
Great.
So can you see what's the difference it's make? I will give a bit of a close-up. So I've got diluted gesso, so I can see the design from underneath. And now I will just pick the gesso directly from the place when it's not mixed yet very well. And I will show you what the difference it makes. You see? So you've got totally different effects. If you're not going to dilute your gesso, you've got just completely covering pretty much your images. And if you dilute it with water, you can see the images underneath. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously, if you're aiming for the white image underneath, then by all means, you can skip the process of creating the background with, for example, the design paper pieces. You can just create with the white strips left over from, for example, cardstock. You've got different ideas to start with. But I also always like to use the leftovers from the collection in my art journal just to tackle them in, so they're not wasted and I know they are there and you can still see nice visible images from underneath. Okay, so we have starting point. We've got gesso all over of my pages.
Everyone is saying thank you for the tip, great tip. So everyone liked this amazing tip.
Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. And it's always good to share ideas and learn from each other. And it's everything for you, my beautiful crafty friends, that I'm super happy to inspire in you and that you're learning some information, some good tips, what you can take away and start your journey. If you're a beginner, if you're more advanced, it's always good to have extra information to take away. Okay, so we're good with that. I'm just gonna wipe my desk. Okay, so what I will do, I will just quickly blow my pages so my gesso will be dry, and then I will start building the different colors on my background.
Oh, we have Lamia. He wrote, "What a great day to start the day with a coffee and Stamperia family." Wow, thank you so much, Lamia. You are, guys, you are so sweet. You are really a beautiful family for us. Hello, Rachel. Hello. There.
Hello, Rachel. Oh, hello, Renee. Hello. Lamia, hello. How gorgeous, how lovely, how awesome. So we've got our pages ready to take a next step. Okay. Now, if you have any questions, then by all means, just pop them in the comments and we're more than happy to answer there any of information you need to know. So the next step, what I will do, I will apply some colors. And because on the background, I have tones of blue, green, brownish, I'm not introducing any new colors to my pages. I will be working on the same colors tones. Okay. And for that, I will be working with aqua color sprays. So before you spray them, just mix them nicely together. So the powder from underneath, from the bottom of your bottle, will be mixed nicely, and you will be able to have just the natural color of your spray. So it won't be just a water where you will be spraying. Okay. So without really overthinking, just few sprays here and there. Okay, there we go. Don't be afraid to spray directly on your pages. If something is not going to go right as you're thinking, you can always go and get a gesso and cover your pages and blend it together and start all over. So don't be afraid. Always trying and experimenting with your product is a good way to learn. So if you're not going to try and if you're not going to experiment, you're not going to learn. So that's the tip for you. Leave your fear alone and just go for it. So I'm going to add a little bit of water to move my colors, and I can see what the differences make. Because I have gesso underneath, I am able to move my colors. I'm going to able to mix them and let them flow in places where I want them to go. So there you go. If you add a bit of the water, you are able to move them around. There you go. I know some of you mentioned, I think yesterday, yeah, actually it was yesterday, Melinda with, I can't remember the artist we watched yesterday, but we
Ah,
also had
Liliana.
Liliana,
Liliana.
absolutely. We had also an art journaling session, and Liliana said that building the layers and building the layers, it's never overwhelming. So remember that. If you're not going to try, if you're not going to, experiment, you're not going to learn how to work with the product. Okay, there you go.
Great.
So we've got the colors added to the pages. Now we can give another blow so we can dry our pages and we can start working on another steps.
Great. So Renee is saying to us, we're camping at the moment. Hubby is fishing and I'm watching my favorite live ever. Wow, Renee, that's amazing. Will you stay there for the entire weekend? And then we have Rachel. Absolutely great morning. Yes, it is because Anna is really sweet and amazing and talented. Then we have Sylvia. Hello from Portugal. Hello. A lot of people are still joining us. That's really, really amazing and so sweet. And of course, if Anna inspired you with her project, don't forget to share it with us on Stampers Worldwide, our Facebook group. Beautiful colors, yes. This color with aqua color is really amazing. I love it. Then what we have, and of course, if you have any question, write them down in the comments, and I will read them for Anna. We are just waiting for her pages to be dry. Hello, hello. Let me see if we have someone else in the comment. We have, as usual, a lot of friends from Poland. Then, oh, Sheryl, hello, hello, everyone watching from Melbourne, Australia. Hello. This live in the morning are full of people from Australia. So the time zone, this new time for the live is really amazing for you. You can follow us live. Okay, here we are.
So we're back. Oh, hello, Debbie, my beautiful friend. Hello, my lovely friend from Instagram. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Sylvia. Hello, everyone who's joining us. Thank you so much for coming in and having this crafty session with me and amazing Lucrezia. So let me bring the pages closer to you so you can see what we have here so far. So we've got a nice background, we've got layers, we've got pieces picking through with designs. There we go. So that's what we have. Hello, Sarah. Sarah's here. Hello, my lovely crafty friend, Sarah Alcabendas.
Perfect. Hello, Sarah. Hello.
Okay, so the next step, what we're going to do on our pages, we're going to do some stamping. And this is a good point to just grab your stamps and just stamp here and there to create extra interest to your background. I will be working with this stamp set, and I will be mainly concentrating on those 3 designs. I really like this crackle stamp. It's really, really amazing design. Sarah, you smashed these designs absolutely beautifully. Now, what another tip I will give you for the art journal session, if you're going to create more dimension and texture on your project, on your pieces, on your pages, then when you're stamping, make sure you will be using the permanent ink. Now, if you will be using any water-based ink or pigment, when you will be applying texture on top of it, it will react with your texture paste. So it will take color from your ink. If you want your stamps to kept in the colors, in the palette of colors you will be using without inking into your texture, then by all means make sure they are permanent. Now, if you are aiming for your texture to be colored, then that's a different story. You can use the pigment ink, and therefore your texture will be taking the color from the inks. Obviously, it will react. So that's the tip for you. So again, I won't be introducing any new colors. I will be working on the same skin tones what I already have on the background. So I will be aiming for something green, brown, and blue. Okay, so that way my page will not gonna end up being abstract. It's gonna look strange, gonna look totally bizarre. So this is the idea for you as well. Just keep the same skin colors of the mediums you are applying, whatever the colors you have on the background. Okay.
Great. Sarah wrote, Anna is the best romantic girl. I just adore her.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. You are amazing. Thank you so much. You've always been my mentor, and you always inspired me. Since I come across your designs, you always rock the boat. You always been great. Thank you so much for that. So I'm going to just stamp here and there. As you can see, I'm not super precise with stamping. And these stamps what I'm using from the collection, they are a paint splat. So they will definitely go perfectly with my journal here. There you go. Something like that. Okay. So let me bring that closer to camera so we all can see what texture I have. Can you see what the differences make? And if you're working in the same color scheme, you're not creating anything what looks like striking, what's like flashing to your eye. So that's the idea for you.
That's great. Irena wrote, love this splat stamp. Great effect.
It is indeed. It is an amazing stamp, and it's very versatile. You can use it on any project. For example, if you're wanting, for example, to create like a crackle effect on your, for example, mixed media or any scrapbooking project, but you don't have certain mediums like crackling paste or something, you can always stamp, for example, with this stamp. Why not? You can, for example, use it with a white acrylic paint, because your stamp, don't be limited. Think outside the box. Don't use it with the inks only. You can also use the stamps with acrylics paint. You can just dilute your acrylic a little bit with water, so it will be a little bit liquidish. You can just dab it in and just create a stamps that way. And because when you will be creating with Allegro range, they are permanent, so they won't be reacting with anything. So that's another tip for you to take away. So I hope you learned plenty of information today from this art journal session, and you will get inspired by what I'm sharing with you. There we go.
Yeah, this stamp is really, really beautiful.
It is amazing stamp. So you can see what we have already on the background. We have some beautiful designs going underneath. We still can see the designs from the bottom. We've got some colors added. We've got some stamps. So we've got loads going on there. Okay. So I think we are ready for another step. So I'm gonna just move my stamps aside. And the next step, what I'd like to do on my journal, I'd like to create more texture. I'm crazy about texture, and I need to have plenty of texture on my project. Probably you already know that. When it's about to mix media, I cannot go without creating texture. So to create texture, I've got this amazing design. I know you've probably seen this design on and on and on and on in my project, but I really adore this stencil. It's really beautiful. It has some beautiful flowers, which I am girl with passion of flowers. If you're following me on my social media, you know that I'm obsessed with flowers. We've got some beautiful squirrels, so everything goes nicely together, and I absolutely adore this stencil. It's really gorgeous. So big well done, Sarah, for creating something like this. That is definitely my favorite one. If you don't have this stencil, you need to get it. You need to have in your stash, because you will be creating so many different projects using the same stencil on and on. So let me just grab a spatula, then we can create the texture on our project. Of course, I will be using my favorite texture, cream paste. This is the product what I really love, adore, and I'm keep using this product pretty much so on every single project I'm creating with. I love the consistency of this paste. It's like a marshmallow. It dries quick, and it also, when it dries, it's flexible, so you can use it with your texture plates to create a beautiful elements what you can also tackle in your project. Let me just grab one thing what I would like to share with you. I've created this texture using one of the Stamperia's texture plate with the script. This one's from a journal collection. You can see everything transfers beautifully, and it's also flexible. You see, we can do so much with this, and it's not breaking. So it is amazing product we can use for different purpose. So that's one of the tip for you.
Great. Rachel wrote, definitely going on my shopping list.
Yes, Rachel, you do need this stencil because it's great, it's amazing. And I love those
Mhm.
swirls. I love those corners there with a bit of a highlight. Sarah is amazing designer. So if you don't follow Sarah yet, then you definitely need to check her creation because she's just, wow, her project is absolutely mind blowing.
That's great.
Oh, thank you, Debbie, queen of flower making.
Yeah. Yes, you are indeed.
Thank you. I just love flowers. I'm just obsessed with flowers. If I don't have flowers in my designs, it's a little bit like, oh, where's my flowers? Okay, so I'm just
Amazing.
gonna work out how I'm gonna place my stencil. Um, maybe like this, like so. Okay, I think I will be happy with that. I really like this design there. There we go. And I will create a little bit more continuous from there. Now, you don't have to be super precise with creating your texture. You don't have to transfer full image of your stencil. Least precise is better, then it will give you like a distress look. So that's what I'm always aiming for. I'm not really super concentrating on transferring full image. Least precise is better. I like this distress look on my designs. So as you can see, I'm mainly concentrating on my bottom corners, like a mirror reflection. I'm not going anywhere in the center. I'm not going anywhere else. Just this is the area what I'm working on. So if you will just keep the hierarchy in that order, you will not be creating any abstract. You will not be creating any mess on your journal. It will have some like continuation. It will not have like blob 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 here and there. If you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we can just clean our spatula, we can clear our stencil. Now, if you wash your stencil straight away when you've applied your mediums, it will last you and last you and last you. So please look after your tools, and you will have them for years and years to use. I'm gonna just soak it in the soapy water, and then I will wash it off after we finish the live.
That's great. So look after your stencils, guys. They will last very, very long. Then we have Paulina Leiva who wrote stencil equals to magic. Yes, for sure. Then Rachel who wrote those layers create so much depth. Yeah, they are so beautiful. I told you Anna is amazing, and I really love having lives with her.
Oh, thank you so much, Lucrezia. You are amazing too.
Thank you.
Okay, so what we need to do now, we need to dry our pages quickly. Now, as I said, this medium dries fairly well, but because we will be working on the second uh, um, part of creating the pages, we need to make sure our texture is dry, so we're not smudging our images anywhere. So you always can use your heat gun for that purpose.
Great. Betty wrote that your project is beautiful. So thank you, Betty. I will say thank you on behalf of Anna, who's drawing her project. Then we have Leonor. Hello, Leonor. Beautiful project last week. She wrote, "Oh, me encanta." Yes, it's really, really beautiful. Anna is so talented. Then who we have? If you, as I said, if you have any question for Anna, she's an amazing teacher. She explains everything very clearly. So write down all the questions that you have, and I will read them to her. And of course, don't forget to like and share this live if you want to win a fantastic pizza box. On Monday, we won't be live because it's holiday. So we will be live again on Tuesday and we will announce the new pizza winner. Scrap gracia a mi manera, buenos dias. Hello, buenos dias. Good morning. And of course, on Monday, we will have our newsletter actually. So you will discover, for the ones who are subscribed to our newsletter, you will discover the winner on Monday from the newsletter. But we will announce the person once again during our lives. Irena wrote, each layer brings more life to the page. Yes, you are absolutely right. Then Anita is asking, can cream paste come in a bulk container? Everyone is asking us about a huge bulk container for cream paste. I will suggest this solution to Giovanni and we will see what we can do.
Yes, I love cream paste too. That's one of my favorite paste to work with. So yes, definitely, I would recommend to grab this product on your stash and keep using on your project because it's amazing.
Perfect.
So we have our pages dried. Now we can start building the composition with the elements what we have fasciculated from the collection. So we have this gorgeous girl, gorgeous flowery girl. It's so pretty. We have some brushes. We have different brushes. We have some pencils as well. So we're going to use those elements to create our composition. Okay. So my original project was like this. Let me just bring that again. So I've concentrated on this page when my girl is actually visible. And because she's facing to this side, I will keep it in the same placement. So I will be creating the girl and the composition on the right-hand side. The reason I'm not going for the left-hand side, because when she will be facing looking at the left and she will be stuck here, she will be thinking like she's going out of the page. So that's the purpose. I'm not going to do that. Okay. So that's the tip for you. When you're working with your focal points, and for example, you've got like image with the person, you have to establish where that person is facing, which way that person is facing. So then you will know on which side of your project you can add that person, that image on. Okay.
Great.
Cześć David, witaj. Hello David.
Mommy, I will repeat this question. If we miss the winner's announcement, how will we find out, please? Of course, you can rewatch the live. For example, we are always announcing the winner on Monday. So if you watch every live in our on YouTube or on Facebook, you can rewatch every live and discover the winner once again. And then we send out a newsletter on Monday with the name of the winner. So you can subscribe also to our newsletter. This time the winner will be announced on Tuesday because on Monday is holiday. Sorry, Anna.
No, that's absolutely fine. Debbie, my lovely friend, if you're gonna be the winner, I definitely will message you. So don't worry about it. I'll tell you you're the winner.
Perfect.
Okay, now I've put these two elements next to each other, and the reason I've done this, I want to tell you something about it. We've got a big brush here, and we also have a big element with this girl. Now, if we put these two elements together, it doesn't look too nice when the both elements are big. So you need to just level it up. So if you have one element big, you need to add something smaller. So your focal point, your girl, will not disappear in the whole composition. So this big brush out is out from this page. It goes on this page. Okay. So for this one, we can add these two small brushes, for example, like this. And we can maybe add this large one there as well. Okay, something like that. And you can see that our composition with the elements we have here, it's not overwhelmed. So it's everything subtle nicely. It goes nicely together, it flows nicely together. So it's not like a big abstract composition with like blob, 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 big two elements next to each other. We've got that balance. Okay. Now we can work on this area because we have a nice focal point with a large brush. Now we can level up with something smaller. Okay, so therefore we've got smaller brushes like that. And always what I would suggest to do, start with your bigger elements at the edges of your project and then slowly building your layers and elements smaller and smaller towards the center. Now, if you create, for example, composition going like this, it's gonna look a little bit bizarre. It's gonna look a little bit, not in the order how I see. So if I will just start building the composition from the corner, from the largest element there, and go towards smaller in the center, that way my composition will nice flow. Okay, so as you can imagine, the composition is built like in the angle. So it goes larger, smaller, smaller, small, smaller, 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 large. Okay, it's not go like large, 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 boo, small. It doesn't make sense, does it? So if you want to work that way, you definitely will get the point, an idea how to use your elements. Okay. If anyone has any questions, then by all means, I'm more than happy to answer them.
Yeah, I'm going through the comments.
And I hope everything what I'm saying makes makes perfect sense. So you have a different idea what you can do with your elements, with your project. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think I will just put this little crayon there, and then I will add this crayon there. And I have this little pencil as well. Just thinking, where should I put it? Maybe actually here, just to break up the balance between browns and browns, so we've got something in between. Okay. So we
Great.
have our composition. Okay. So we can go ahead and we can stick our elements using our craft glue, of course. We're working with craft glue today. That's our friend for today. Okay, so I'm gonna just grab my glue. Now, if you think you're gonna lose the your composition, if you think you're gonna move your elements and you won't be able to recreate this, then you can just start gluing them from like this. You hold in elements and you add a bit of a glue in one place, you stick your element and then just go and stick the other part. So that way your element's not going to be moved, so your composition will be kept in the same order. Okay.
Great. Perfect. Everyone is writing, I like your composition, precious composition. They are loving it.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'm hoping you get the idea what you can do with the elements, and I'm hoping you get the good tips what you can do and how to start art journaling session. I know art journaling session for some of you might be a bit overwhelming, and it's a fear how to start, what to do. So don't think like this. You always need to just start somewhere. You just need to experiment and just give it a go. Okay. Oops, my crayon don't want to stick. Come back here. Okay.
Then we have Anita, who wrote incredible, inspiring, love it.
Oh, how sweet. Thank you, Anita. That's so amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we have some elements already stacked in together. Now, if you think that your elements go over your page like so, you can always just cut them to the length of your page. But if they're just sticking like this, I think it's really attractive. I think it's looking good. So you can always just leave the ends pointing like that. With my girl, I think I'm going to just chop her a little bit because it will be just sticking out a little bit too much for my eye. So I'm going to just use the scissors and I'm just going to cut her. Sorry, my darling, I'm going to just cut you a little bit like so. Okay. So we can just stick our elements without overthinking, without stressing. We're not going to be recreating our composition by holding the elements, applying the glue underneath, and just sticking them down like so. Okay. Okay. The art journaling session is really relaxing. It's really rewarding, and it's really really fabulous for me because I really enjoy the process. I really like to play with different mediums and experimenting and creating dimension in the project. I really enjoy. It depends what you're aiming for, of course, with your art journaling. If it's going to be mixed media, if it's going to be a little bit like more scrapbooking with just different papers and all, then that's obviously the different matter. But I always enjoy creating with my pages going with mixed media way. I really love mixed media. Okay. So we have our elements there. Now I'm going to just give a quick dry to make sure everything it will just hold on in places, and then I will just start working on my pages a little bit more.
So Rachel wrote, "This is so beautiful. Your composition is wonderful." Wow, great. Now we have Christina who's saying bonjour, bonjour Christina. And she said, magnifique. Yes, this project is amazing. Then Bernadette, who wrote, "I love the project already." Yes, it is already amazing, and I'm sure that the final result will be stunning as well. Then, hello, David. I saw your comments before. Perfect. I think Anna is almost ready to join us again. Then Carolina, precious composition. Okay, here we are.
Oh, thank you, Bernadetta. Thank you. That's so very kind. Thank you, Rachel. Amazing comments. Thank you so much, my beautiful crafty friend. Okay, so we have our pages pretty much ready. Now, what we need to do, we need to blend our pages a little bit. So it's not like for example, picking up from here and here, we need to put everything such nicely together. Because on our girl we have some elements with a little bit of pinks, and she also wears the blue and a little bit of green there, so everything goes nicely together. But what I'm missing now, I'm missing a little bit of pink, and therefore I will just bring the accent pink, the Allegro paint, KAL57 if anyone needs the code, and I'm just gonna blend nicely these pieces, these pages together. Okay, so of course I will be painting with my fingers, you know, I love painting with fingers. So I'm gonna just squirt a little bit of paint on my mat and just pick it on my fingers like so, and just add a bit of a color here and there. So that way my pages will go nicely together. Okay, there we go. Now we can add a little bit of a color to our focal points as well, so they're not super clean, so we can see that our brushes are being used, they're being covered in paints, like so. So mainly up the edges of the bristles, like so. A little bit on the handle, like that. There we go. A little bit of a gray. There we go. Okay, here we go.
Selena wrote, "This is beautiful and the tips are great for whatever collection we are working with."
Yes, absolutely. Any collection you will be working with, you can use the same tips from today's session. You don't have to just overwhelm yourself and you create and being limited with the same collection. You can use exactly same technique on the different collections. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so we've got my elements already nicely blend and highlighted. Now I'm going to just move on to my pages a little bit. Now, if you're not fancy of finger painting, then you can also use the brush. But remember, when you will be working with the brush, you will be creating the bristle strokes. So if that's something what you're aiming for, then by all means, go for it. The choice, the freedom is absolutely yours. You're in a control of your project. You're the designer. So whatever works your boat, then by all means, go for that. Okay.
Also, Mary is writing, "Love the colors you've used and love how it's looking." Then Isabella, "Oh, Hannah, that looks awesome."
Oh,
Yuli, hello,
thank you.
hello, Yuli. Hello, everyone, and hello, dear Lucrezia. What a beautiful project. Also, Samantha, hello, Samantha. Hi, Hannah and Lucrezia. That looks gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, Sam. Thank you for making time to join in today. So amazing. Thank you, Isabella, my crafty sister. You're always there to support me. Thank you so much, my beautiful crafty friends, for taking time and being here with me today as well. You are so amazing. And I will truly, truly, truly thank you for taking the time and being today with me. I couldn't do without you, of course. There we go. So we have our colors blend. Let me just bring that a little bit closer so you can see. I'm not sure if the camera is picking the colors nicely. Let me just put my hands there. There we go.
Wow, it's really beautiful. Really, really. Irena said that pink is really highlighting the whole project.
Yes, I do agree with that. It definitely highlights the whole project and it makes everything nicely blend. So it's not striking. It's not like one piece or another. It's not going in together. With blending like this, it really, really like putting things nicely together.
Perfect. Really beautiful.
Thank you. The next step, what we need to do, we need to add a little bit of a brown, and I'm going to add a bit of a brown only to highlight my sentiments. The reason I want my sentiments to be highlighted because I want them to be a little bit more visible from my pages. I want them to be just popping, and without highlighting the edges, you can barely see that they are there. But when I will highlight them, they will be just standing out nicely. So I'm going to just add a bit of a brown Allegro paint. So again, I'm just going to highlight the ends with painting like that. Here you go. Now, if you're afraid you're going to make a mess with your fingers, you can use the sponges. Then you have a more control of what you're doing. But I just enjoy working with fingers. So you can see what the difference it makes when we add a bit of a paint to our pieces. You can see that they are actually picking out nicer. They're more visible rather than just not being highlighted. There we go. Thank you, Cindy. So soft and romantic. Yes, you know that I'm a crazy romantic girl.
That's okay. That's great. Samantha wrote, it's always a pleasure to watch you work, Anna. That's a beautiful technique too.
Oh, thank you, Samantha. Thank you so much. You are an amazing artist too. You create an amazing project. Great, great, great. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for your friendship. That's much appreciated.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow. What a great effect.
So we've got a massive, massive difference when we do that with our paints. Then by all means, you can use the same technique using, for example, your archival inks or any other inks you want in, just to highlight your edges. But I like to work with paints, and I like to get my fingers a little bit messy. That makes a difference. There we go. I think I'm happy with the sentiments gold like this. Now, if I will swap them round like that, I'm not pretty sure this one will be going nicely with the girl. I want the girl to be more visible. Therefore, I will go for the long sentiment like that. And then, because I have got a few brushes like this, then by all means, this sentiment looks good too. But then, I still have this one to use. And I really want this sentiment to be on my journal. We all have an artist within us. So I think if I will stick this here, it won't be nice. So if I stick this here, it might probably look like my girl is actually reading my sentiment. That's the idea. That's my crazy imagination of how I work with things. Okay, so I'm gonna just stick my elements down. And we are pretty much finishing here. We are pretty much coming to ends of the session today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got inspired and you have plenty of tips from today's session. And if you're still afraid how to start, how to break the fear, oh, I'm not good at our journaling, then just rewind this video, rewatch it, and I'm sure you will be able to just start and take the tips from today's class. Okay, now the final touch what I need to do on my pages, I need some splatters. And again, I'm not introducing any new color. I'm still working on the same palette. So my splatters will be a little bit of brown and a bit of the white because I still have negative space picking on my pages. I just want to keep it in that order. So therefore, I will be using the Allegro paint. I will dilute them with a bit of a water, and I will be able just to create a nice splatters on my project. So there we go.
Wow, Sherry wrote, this project was looking beautiful right from the beginning, but with each step and adding the elements, it is becoming more stunning.
Oh, thank you so much, Cheryl. That's so very kind. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, when I'm adding splatters to my project, I'm not going crazy like splatting everywhere. I'm concentrating on the area where my composition is, and then I will add maybe a little bit in the center or edges on top like that. So my negative space will have a nice and clean area. Okay, there we go. Now we can add a little bit of more brown to our bristles if we like. There we go. There we go. Okay. And now if you use your finger, you can also nicely blend paints together to your elements. Okay. So I'm gonna just use the white and create the splatters. There we go.
Oh, we have a lot of nice comments. Anita said, thank you so much. I'm still learning tips and love your page.
Oh, Lucrezia, you're disappearing. I think we're having a bit of a glitch with connection.
Oh, yes. From my side now, maybe it's good. Do you hear me well?
Oh yeah, you're back now.
Okay, perfect. No, I was just reading some comments, some really sweet comments. For example, Anita who wrote, "Thank you so much. I'm still learning hips and love your page."
Oh, thank you. That's so very nice. Thank you. Okay. You see what happens here? We've got a bit of a splot like this with the wine paint, and I've created that splot on purpose because we have some splots with the stamp. So if you create splats like that, that's even better. It goes nicely together with whole project, with whole piece. So there we go. My pages are ready. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed this today's quick session. We've done it pretty quick, within an hour, so you can see how art journaling is so rewarding and is so enjoyable process. So you don't have to just overthink about how much time I have and how many elements I will be using. If you have everything created on site, if you have elements fussy cutted, you can just take it from them and just stick them onto your project. Okay, so this is everything, I think.
Oh, great. Okay. It's
I will be
really
watching from beginning for sure. Amazing job, Anna. Oh, you're most welcome, my crafty sister. You're most welcome. Thank you so much for the rainbow of hearts. Thank you so much, everyone. It's so appreciated that you've been here, that you've supported this life together. And I hope you had a good time. You had some tips to take away today. So
for sure
thank you.
they enjoyed it. And do you want me to do you, no, sorry, my English now is a little bit like this. Do you want to join me in the front camera?
Yeah, by all means, we can
Okay,
switch the
I
camera
will
and I can say
play.
goodbye to everyone.
Yes, I will play a short video.
Thank
Do you know our Facebook group Stampers Worldwide? The place where you can post your creations, ask for advices, and make new friends. And above all, an incredible source of inspiration. Subscribe now and join Stampers Worldwide group. It's for free. We're waiting for you.
And here we are. We have
so.
tons of hearts. Look how, wow,
So here we
Samantha.
are. Let me just bring the pages again so you can see
Yes.
a little bit closer what we have. So that's today's class, my beautiful friends. And this is the one what I've created for the posts. There we go.
Wow, really beautiful.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
No, thank you for this amazing class, Anna. Really, thank you.
It's always a pleasure to be here to share my passion, to create different things, to share my ideas. It's always good to share this information, and it's probably helping someone to start their journey, to break that fear that I'm not on my own. So yeah, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
That's amazing. I'm sure that someone will start creating with this, trying to recreating this amazing project. Thank you, everyone, in the comments for staying with us till the end. Really amazing. This afternoon at 3 p.m. plus 2 GMT, there will be another great live with Christina Radovan and Olga Zamora Rodriguez. She's from Mexico and she will create another great project. So
So yes, thank you so much,
again,
everyone, once again for your beautiful comments, for your questions, for supporting me today, for your beautiful rainbows of love hearts. It's always a pleasure to be here for you. And till the next time, I will see you all soon. Big kisses to you all.
see you next time, Anna. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.